home all season. That was a week ago when Paul Goddard scored here for Derby. And Malcolm Allen scores! The set piece pays off for Norwich City. Well won by Allen, who's really full of himself at the moment. Sherwood. Goss. Oh, and Allen held off the defenders then with what Arsenal will feel was a stray elbow, and that's why tempers have been lost. O'Leary and Allen, it's been simmering really for a good few minutes now. Here's Phillips. Oh, and Lukic is beaten. It's 2. Beaten by the pace on the free kick. Arsenal's corner. Quinn's header. And Adams! It was a very good chance. And Gunn made a terrific save. Smith. The whistle's gone in Arsenal's favour. Richardson wanted to take a quick free kick, but there was no one for the home side of like mind. It's Thomas back heeling for Richardson. Oh, Gunn's lost it! A goal for Niall Quinn! Quinn. Was there a hand used? There was. It's a penalty. Arsenal have a penalty. The header by Quinn. Lee Dixon has never before taken a penalty in his league career. What circumstances to start taking on the job. He scores! 2-2. Coming in from a deeper position. Here he is, it's a free header. Lukic has lost it, and it's forced in by Sherwood. And Norwich City, remarkably, have got back in front. And 13 minutes left. Arsenal immediately have forced a free kick, which they hope will be the route to another recovery. O'Leary, 3-3. Well, would you believe it? David O'Leary, the man they came to pay tribute to, gets a goal for the first time in a league game for more than 6 years. Up goes Quinn, on goes Thomas. It's a penalty for Arsenal. Thomas with a gesture of triumph, and George Tyson is being followed now by a posse of Norwich players. Well, was Thomas backing in the first place to Butterworth? It could have been construed as that, but the referee saw it the other way. We're in stoppage time. This would turn 1 point into 3 for Arsenal. A great weight on the shoulders of Lee Dixon. And Gunner saved it, Dixon! And it's found its way in! Arsenal are in front for the very first time, and what a time to do it, and now there's mayhem at the other end. All the trouble broke out because of Norwich City's frustration. I think they would feel that both penalties were on the harsh side, and the joy of Alan Smith, he was pushed and then reacted on Bowen, and from then on it was fortunate for those players that the referee had his back turned.
Moves like this have brought Liverpool so many goals. The surprise is when it doesn't work. John Barnes couldn't believe it either. Nor when this sparkling Barnes, Ablett and Beardsley combination also ended in naught. But Greg Downs' curling left foot in the 47th minute found Cyril Regis equally surprisingly all alone. That was his first of the season, 50th for Coventry, and the Anfield hoodoo was finally broken.
Dixon with the flick on, Wilson with half a chance, and half a chance is good enough for Kevin Wilson. What a marvellous strike. Carter on the break. Can't afford to give him space. He's very, very pacey and very, very tricky, and he's got it across. Cascarino, surely he's missed it. He was onside. It would have been easy to score. And here goes Dixon, 2-0. Oh, would you believe it? Not the last of his 8 England caps, and 3 years ago, Kerry Dixon. He believes he's playing better now than he was then. Bobby Campbell has made a recommendation to the England manager. Wilson's in again! 3-0! Tony Dorigo would take the free kick. Must be deafening down there. Roberts. Dixon. Hazard. Dixon. Oh, I say! Terrific goal by Kerry Dixon.
John Sheridan finally getting a First Division game at the City Ground for his new club Sheffield Wednesday against his old one Nottingham Forest. Looked to be a formality for Forest, 7 without defeat against a Wednesday side without so much as a goal away from home. Nigel Clough's shot just skimming the post. Now Wednesday's first away win was set up by Alan Harper's cross that created mayhem in the Forest defence, and certainly not helped by an injury to Steve Sutton, the goalkeeper. Dalian Atkinson almost got his third of the season. Forest looked to have escaped when a Terry Wilson rocket turned out to be a dud. 1-0 Wednesday, and the last laugh to John Sheridan.
Well, if that was a shock, so too 2 goals in 2 minutes for Charlton, and both from corners. After the goalmouth pinball machine effect, it was set up by Mortimer and touched home by Paul Williams. Manchester United's erratic form continued when they failed to clear another corner. The ball hit the underside of the bar before Williams' outstretched leg brought only Charlton's 3rd win of the season.
Manchester City, with only 1 point from their previous 3 games, are encouraged to play it about, probably by the reputation of the Palace defence. There's always goals about when Palace are about. Ian Bishop's lovely little ball there. Clive Allen off target for once. Now, around about this point, we took a time-out, but David White didn't. Manchester City 1, Crystal Palace 0. Trevor Morley, the ultimate hero of last season, he scored the goal that got them up, you might remember. Put them 2 in front just before half-time. Palace clearly heading for their 5th away defeat of the season. Steve Coppell's on the lookout for a new goalkeeper. You've got to say that Perry Suckling's not doing much to convince him otherwise. Clive Allen's 3rd in 3 games, and more typical than last week's against Chelsea.
Well, now I promise you, here's a goal to sit back and savour. Thomas and Mabbott, the organisers, Paul Gascoigne, the executor, skill in abundance. Who says that Tottenham don't travel well? But Southampton haven't climbed to 5th place without good cause, and when Spurs' defence lost their way, the ball fell on the volley to Glenn Cockrell, and he snatched a point.
Wimbledon and Queen's Park Rangers produced 3 shots between them, the headlines and most of the copy being provided by one acrimonious incident. Now, you might just get away with this sort of thing in American football, but not in these parts, not even at Plough Lane. Terry Gibson had to go for sacking Andy Sinton.
Luton's plastic pitch continues to get the better of most visitors. Derby County, the latest victims. Ian Dowie's first league goal, enough to give Luton all 3 points. That's a rarity these days, and keep Arthur Cox's side in deep trouble.
Here's Collins, free. He's got Platt up alongside him. It's a goal! So many good things emanate from Gordon Cowans, and his their good spell, Villas, has really coincided with his return for the team. And there's a great shot, and Olney will force it home. Cowans then with one of those tantalising free kicks. Platt there first, a brilliant goal by David Platt. It's 3-0. Astonishing performance by Aston Villa. An amazing start with 3 goals, and maybe the best of them all there from David Platt. They're tough times actually for the Everton defence without the likes of Ratcliffe and now Watson, and no Snowden and no Poynton. It's a real makeshift defence. It faces another big examination here as Gage takes it up this time, gets it through to Platt. He's got another one! A brilliant goal again by David Platt. Platt up there, Olney up there, Ormondroyd weaving his own way, and a good shot! And Olney! It's astonishing, this! Nielsen is up from the defence, so too is Mountfield, as Villa look for goal number 6. It's gone in! Probably straight in.
Maybe Derek Mountfield, I don't know.
Mountfield?
Well, Mountfield was at the back post.
Nobody's sure, but let's have a look here. It came off Nielsen. Well, here come Everton now with Cotty. Sharp for Everton. Beagrie for Everton. Ebrel away on that far side for them. Seeking to put a stamp of respectability on this afternoon of football. Cotty again. Beagrie. And it's in there!
Well, it's fight back time.
Well, 6-2 now.
I think it was an own goal.
I think it was Paul McGrath, yes. There you go. Off his shin almost into the roof of the net.
West Ham beat title-chasing Aston Villa, thanks to a thunderous shot from left-back Julian Dix.
Leading Villa's Graham Taylor lamenting that his team's performance was affected by scoring too many goals against Everton last Sunday. Well, now it's West Ham against Wimbledon, who also came through safely in a midweek replay. Irishman Paul McGee's 4th-minute goal was too much for Middlesbrough at Plough Lane. Still to be settled, Bolton against Swindon. For a moment, Bolton's Tony Philliskirk thought he'd done the trick in the last minute of normal time. But both sides did strike in extra time. Phil Brown tilted it Bolton's way with a terrific goal. And with only 8 minutes left, it seemed to be the winner. But Bolton were caught out in premature celebration. Duncan Shearer with an instant equaliser, and it's back to Burnden Park on Tuesday.